Hi, I'm Sarah Ali Chowdhury and you're watching me on Celeb Mode.
So Sarah, welcome to Celeb Mode, and we would like to ask that how you are doing in India.
So I'm on holiday here in India and I'm absolutely loving it. It's great to be here. The weather's been, it's been perfect. And it's so nice to be around seeing all the foods that I love the most. But I'm actually being really careful while on holiday because I decided I was going to be a bit more healthier. See, when I'm at home, I really don't cook that. I'm not so... When I'm at home, to be honest, I lead a very, very busy lifestyle. And what normally happens is I have to run around my 4 children, look after my husband, I manage my business, and I'm doing so much that what happens is I don't really make that much time to concentrate on the healthy food. So while I've been in India, I have been really focusing on detoxing and eating the right kind of foods, and and so that's what I'm doing here.
So today, what's on your plate?
So what I've been eating over the last few days, I'm not going to pretend that I eat like this every day, but in all honesty, I have definitely been eating a lot of these things most of the day. Maybe not all at once, but just giving you an idea of some of the things that have really, actually over the last, I would say 4 to 5 days, I've lost weight while in India. Because what's happened, I've been drinking lots of water. That is the key. Lots and lots of water all the time. Keep hydrated. Secondly, I found that the more water you drink, the less hungry you are. And so before you get to a point of being really, really hungry, make sure you eat something small. So even if it's like a little bit of tomato or a little bit of hummus and pita bread, I've been living off the hummus because it's just delicious here. It tastes very different to the hummus that we have in England, and it's almost like it just feels like it's not, it doesn't feel like I'm eating healthy. It just tastes delicious. So that's always a good thing. Now, the other thing that you'll see on the plate is there's some carrots with beans and asparagus. And they've put some sort of seasoning on it. So I asked the hotel, how did they make this so delicious? And they told me that they've used a little bit of olive oil, they've used a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. It's very, very simple and easy to create. So you just boil it for a very short time. So the carrots are well cooked, but they're not soggy. So it's still got a little bit of crisp and crunch in it. And the beans, they're not rubbery. So they're very nice to have on the side with whatever you're eating. So I found that food that has helped me to lose weight in the past has been things like brown rice, roasted salmon, and broccoli. If I eat that twice a day with maybe something else in between for 2 weeks consistently, I have lost like a dramatic amount of weight. But I don't do that all the time because I'm a chef and I love food. I can't help it. So the other stuff that we have here is there's some chicken, which is breast of chicken, and it's been lightly cooked with some rice made into a salad. It's got olives and tomatoes in it, and that's another thing that I found one of my favorites. There's such a huge selection in India of healthy food, but these are the ones that I've chosen as my favorites, and they're also really bright and colorful, so you get all this vibrancy on your plate, and just looking at it makes me feel like you feel like you're doing something good. I feel like while I've been here, my skin conditions improved. Like I said, I feel like I've lost weight in the last 5 days, so let's hope I have, but I don't want to start measuring just in case. And then there's couscous. Now it was couscous cooked with, they've added a little bit of tomato, some raisins, a little bit shreds of cucumber. I've added on top of that some chickpeas because couscous just on its own is not really staple enough. It's too light, and if you were just trying to lose weight and just eating that, you would feel really faint halfway through. What I really like about chana or chickpeas is that they're actually called garbanzo beans, and what I find with these is it's not just full with the fiber, but it actually makes you feel full. So that's another thing that I was saying about the hummus. The hummus is brilliant, but this is obviously eaten like that because you're crunching it and you're eating into it. It makes you feel as though you have eaten properly, which is always a good thing. And then the other thing that we have here is some butternut squash and some sweet potato and some broccoli. That was just to add some colour to the plate. I'm not going to lie. Right, I didn't actually eat that. So if I say I did, I'll be lying to you. But you know what? I'm going to try some now. It's so healthy. No, it's actually really good. It is really good. So, this has got squid in it, my favourite. I love squid. If I knew that had squid in it earlier, I would have definitely chosen that. But now that we know it has squid in it, we'll go for that one next time. So this particular dish, just looking at it, I can see that this eaten with, with the squid in it is adding a huge amount of flavour. So just eating it like that is a dish in itself. You wouldn't need anything else with it. But you could have it on the side with maybe some brown rice, or jasmine rice is quite nice with it as well. And I found jasmine rice, people tend to think it's quite it's quite bad for you. They think it makes you put on weight. Actually, it doesn't make you put on weight. It's glutinous rice. And then over here we have mushrooms and courgettes or zucchini, and they've been lightly spiced again. They've been boiled like parboiled, so they still have their crunch, and they've managed to maintain the colour. I mean, just look at the colour. It's beautiful. They've got the green, the yellow, and then they've got the mushroom. I mean, that dish would look not that great with just mushrooms in it. So they've really added to the vibrancy of the dish, but they've also dropped in some jalapeno chilies in there. So it's given it a bit of a, bit of an Indian kill in there as well. So you've got some bite in there. And then I added this salad at the end just to, this is a salad that I have been eating a lot of this salad while I've been here. It's really nice. They put olives in it, onions, peppers, some chives, and some dressing. Just a small amount of dressing and some cucumber. But they've cut it into really, really big pieces. And again, like with the chana, what I was saying, or the chickpeas, like I was saying. And then there's this beetroot and sweet corn. So the beetroot and sweet corn looks gorgeous on the plate. And I put it in the middle deliberately because it takes your eyes away from everything else if I put it on the outside. So I just put it in the middle so you could have a look at that with all the other colours on there. Now, beetroot is really, really good for your health, but it's not a favourite of mine, but I've been told I need to eat more of it. So I try to eat as much as I can. But I do love sweet corn, and that's the only, if that was on its own, even though I'm supposed to eat it, I still wouldn't. But because it's got sweet corn in it, it did tempt me to eat more of it. So that's like just a little show of some of the things you could eat to make yourself healthier. But I always feel a bit like I'm not being completely honest, because you can just look at me and know that, look, there's a little bit more weight that needs to go. But if I stay in Mumbai longer, I'll definitely drop another dress size. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you guys find it as easy as I have to get a little bit healthier. Thank you for tuning in, and catch you soon.